What the hell is going on, Wade? It's like a bloody light show back here.
It's the virus, I'll bet, kicking into overdrive. I'm on my way back to the cockpit. 2 minutes.
I think something real bad is about to happen.
I cannot let you do it, Seeker. You must not be allowed to reach the Churchill Tower.
Did he just say the Churchill Tower? In London?
It may be a she, Alana.
Well, that explains what happened at Pawn 7. He must have walked in on whoever that is as they were tampering with Bishop 8's bus.
Be careful, Six. This so-called officer of ours is clearly a little confused.
Do you have anything to say before I end this? It doesn't matter who I am. And why am I doing this? To save countless lives whose existence will be snuffed out if you are allowed to live any longer.
Good question.
I don't think you'll be around to see why, so don't worry about it.
All personnel, stay the hell off the second floor until further notice.
I'm in the cockpit now.
Good move, Wade. We don't want anyone getting in the crossfire. Come on! Now's your chance. Shoot me down. Prove you're nothing but a cold-blooded killer.
Try to negotiate, Six. Failing that, end this by any means necessary.
Kill one innocent now to prevent so many more from suffering in the future. That's not murder. It's fate. I could not allow him to get away after walking in on me disabling the sensors on the bus locker. It's ironic that my forcing his head into the locker is what ultimately triggered the sensors anyway.
I didn't even think to check the sensors on the bus. Christ. How was I supposed to know one of our pawns was some kind of bus-wearing crazy person?
Speaking of which, may the light save your soul.
I'm gonna try. I've been trying this boss fight for I don't know how long. It's awful though. It'd be nice if I could see anything. Come on! Can I not incapacitate him?
You can't fire the seer without utility energy.
work.
Hang on, B.
We'll have
the
a vote
virus
to
has
the break,
hijacked
and the
the door and hacked
investigators in
systems.
Ireland can take it from
Thinks
there.
it's-
Av, believe me. He's doing everything he can to find the source of this enemy. He's checking every security database from every supporting country and corporation. Wade, can you track the traitor or not?
My senses are telling me there's bloody intruders everywhere, including the cockpit. I can't tell what's real.
Moving on then. Wade, patch my CMC into the ship's loudspeaker. I've had quite enough fun for one day.
Okay, you're on.
Attention, everyone. Attention. Today has been a long and difficult day for all of us. And I find myself humbled to have a crew as dedicated and brave as the men and women on this ship. Surrounded by actors. The day may have been long. Unfortunately, it is not yet over. I am now issuing the security protocol X03. All pawn personnel will report immediately to the barracks until further notice. This is for everyone's safety until we touch ground in Ireland. Thank you.
You can't seriously be thinking of locking them in there.
That's the plan, yes. Do you have a better idea to help prevent more of our crew members from dying or killing each other? Because I'm all ears if you do.
It was Pawn 32. She was responsible for everything. Helping Kieran, planting the virus, killing Pawn 7. All of it. You're treating them like prisoners, and it's frankly disgusting.
Alana, don't push me right now.
Excuse me! You can't deny that you've been making some pretty bad decisions today.
Oh boy.
Don't do this.
Die for us. Die for everyone.
But I, for one, think it is getting us somewhere.
6 is right. And you are going to regret this after you regain your senses.
Seeker.
Oh, good. The new bishop here really does have a brain.
I really don't like reminding my crew that this technically is not a democracy. They'll stay in the barracks.
Hey, come on, people. Reality check. We're not out of this yet. Can we maybe save the petty arguments for after we touch ground?
You're right.
Wade, how close are you to fixing these bloody lights?
Oh, give me some credit. I've got this virus by the balls now that it's shown us its ass.
Very
It's
colourful.
just trying to lock thanks. Oh, we're saving that one. First B, I can't power down the system because there's a chip missing from the battery crawl control bank. You'd best loot Pawn 32 first, see if she's got it. There's no doubt she took it to try and improve her chances. A lot of good it did her. The mission ops charge station is online. Okay, mate. Now take that chip to the battery crawl and plug it into the control bank there. Battery crawl is accessible from the hangar bay and the galley. In the hangar bay, it's the hatch on the second level directly underneath the CCU.
What? Into the battery crawl. Okay, let me look at that again.
Are you ready to return?
Is it into the battery crawl bank? Crawl access in hangar bay.
Get to the galley, B. The energy charge station there is back online.
I don't know where it's at. I'm sorry, I don't. This game had maybe a little, I don't know, objective arrow? I don't know where everything is immediately. Give me a second. Maybe right here?
Perfect. That'll do the trick. I need to reset some lesser systems. So we're gonna lose lights for a few seconds.
Sounds good. Do it.
We're back. back up and everything is in the green. The virus is gone. I hope.
Good work. I think we can all breathe a little easier now.
Well, I'll be damned. Hey, guys. I think the virus may have tampered with our local newswire connection. There's a channel that wasn't there an hour ago, and yet it's most the lounge energy charge stations are up and running.
Oh gods. Let me guess. The Churchill Tower.
You got it. And we've also got a second incoming TS packet from London.
This is not happening.
Let me patch the newswire broadcast through the whole ship. Just a sec.
If this freak thunder snowstorm wasn't enough for one day, it's hard to believe that an unknown number of armed terrorists have taken control of the Churchill Tower. First reports are sketchy but conclusive, and I assure you this is no prank. Voice and image recognition have confirmed the leader of the hostage takers is none other than Saad bin Laden. I assure you again, this is no joke. Saad bin Laden, you'll remember, was thought to have been killed almost 15 years ago during one of the final American raids
I've got
against
the energy
Al-Qaeda.
charge station in the hangar
Your
bay
guess
working
is as good as
by the
mine,
CCU.
folks, and
Get
all I can
there.
tell you right now is to stay by the newswire. The instant I know more, you will too. This is Malcolm Thomas, reporting from London, England, just outside the Churchill Tower.
Thought to have been killed. Saad was killed, shot through the heart. I know an American bloke who was there when it happened.
Don't you guys realize? Patricia knew. She said the bishop cannot reach the Churchill Tower. You don't think...
No, Alana. I can assure you that the king will not be sending us to London. We've had enough excitement for one day.
Yeah, well, I hate to be the bringer of disappointment, but
Don't you dare say it, Wade.
I've just been given a course change from the king. We're headed for the center of London.
Seriously? Does
Okay,
he
the
not
barracks
know
is
what we've been
next.
through today?
Get there for some energy
Tell him to
charging
send
goodness.
Tiamat. Everyone knows Night 11 loves these types of missions.
No joke, Alana. 5 minutes till mission briefing.
Come on, Kay. Do something. This isn't right.
Okay, everyone. You heard Wade. Meet in the hollow room on the double. Briefing in 5.
So, everyone's just going to ignore me now? A bloody bin Laden in London? This isn't just insane, it's some sort of practical joke. It has to be.
Alana, today is proving to be full of surprises. You should really learn to roll with the punches.
Shut up, Kieran.
Hello, Seeker. Yes, I know it's you. I understand Interdimensional Games has created a video game from your trips to this world. Even calling it CONSORTIUM.
The lounge charge station's
Are you
online.
familiar with what they call their alternate reality game?
Do you know who I am? Nobody calls me that anymore. I am the king now, though I do still prefer Henry. And I have been here, watching, keeping an eye on your progress.
In time they will know, if you wish it. But for now it's important your crew not be distracted from their duty. And so your satellite restricts such options in conversation. A storm has only just touched down, and you all need to stay alert and at your best.
The galley charge station's online.
Excellent. I like to hear that. Well, I suppose we shouldn't keep the others waiting too much longer. Your IDGI and Canadian government are making the choice to send people through the rift. I'm only allowing you through with the hopes you will do what is right.
Let me return the question and ask. If you feel it is amoral, why are you here?
Okay, the barracks
So
is
because
next.
the connection
Get there for
exists,
some
you may as
energy
well try
charging
and use it
goodness.
for good. I can appreciate that, sort of. But what about the others in your world who are having fun playing a game? Do you know how many Bishop Sixes are being maimed and killed as we speak?
I'm sorry, and you're right. You have passed all the various tests they've thrown at you, and survived. Your abilities are being tested, Seeker, but to what end, I do not know. Okay, now we've really got to get to work. There's much to be done out there, and we're running out of time. I'll see you soon.
Hangar Bay charge stations online.
Six, go ahead and take a seat. We'll be getting started soon. All right, everyone. The King tells me he's ready for us. Zen, display priority consortium signal, authorization code 7383 Alpha.
7383 Alpha accepted. Now connecting Consortium King.
Happy holidays, everyone.
So let's
The
hear
energy
it
charge
then.
station in
Why
Mission Ops
us?
is now operational.
Stormbird or Tiamat should be given this one. We're in no condition to be handling a mission like this.
Alana, let him talk.
Rook 25, I can only ask that you be patient, and trust me. You should also know that I have personally reviewed all of your CMC records, with nothing of note found. And I am told X03 is in effect.
So the bishop is in, and the king has never steered us wrong before. Okay, let's hear the plan.
Good. We don't have any time to waste. Now, before I get into the details of this operation, I've decided to bring in another Rook to remotely
Hangar Bay
aid
charge
you.
stations
Not
online.
only can his political knowledge be helpful, but he also has personal ties with what is occurring in London.
One moment.
Some of you already know Rook 3.
James Lensworth! Sorry, Rook 3. What a wonderful surprise! I thought you'd been abducted. I haven't heard a word in months.
Hello, Taryn. Certainly been a while. Things have been pretty crazy up here lately. Disarming Strawman and Global was a real bitch of a job. I've been meaning to connect.
Are you all right? What is going on?
I'm fine. One minute I'm TO in my quarters, and the next I'm being dragged here by my assistant.
Jim, you pencil-pushing bastard. You know you still owe me a drink.
Wade, you crazy bastard! I can't believe they keep giving you the keys to that bucket.
Here, let me introduce you to our savior of the day, Bishop 6. He took down Angelov, survived an assassination attempt, and is all around a pretty great guy. The energy
Bishop,
charge
I
station
still
in
don't know
Mission
what in the
Ops
pits
is now
going on,
operational.
but it sounds like you saved some lives. There's a lot of goddamn good people on that plane, so nice work. Hell of a first day. That's a fine question.
I will explain. Please, we are running low on time. The Churchill Tower, built over the River Thames, near the financial district of London, England.
Oh, God. Did the damn thing blow up?
No, Rook 3. From what we can so far ascertain, your daughter Darcy and the other hostages
Okay, the
have been
barracks is
unharmed.
next. Get there for some
Hostages?
energy charging goodness.
Is this some kind of bad joke? I know my birthday is coming up again.
No joke. Not like last year. I will explain everything.
Now, as I was saying, the Churchill Tower is the second tallest building in the world, standing at 840 meters, and consisting of 208 floors, including those below ground.
The top 43 floors are in mid-construction and will soon be a 5-star hotel. A partially constructed roof will thus supply several safe landing zones for our bishop to aim for.
No offense to anyone present, but I'd like to request Bishop 10 for this mission. He'd get my Darcy out of that nuke and waiting without breaking a sweat.
Bishop 6 will get her back, Rook 3. I can promise you that.
Uh-huh. If you say so.
Just breathe, Seeker. Breathe.
The galley charge station's online.
And if it is some elaborate trap, then you'll fight your way through it.
Either way, you can always just load your game if you happen to die, right? What we are mostly concerned with is what lies between the hotel and the businesses below. A currently unknown number of armed soldiers have seized this section of the building, the Churchill Tower Power Facility, specifically where Rook 3's daughter, Darcy Lensworth, is employed. British authorities have given us control of the situation, and we've been asked to handle things as swiftly as possible.
Sir, the newswire says these so-called terrorists are led by Saad bin Laden. How is that possible?
Clearly, American intelligence over the death of bin Laden was
The lounge
incorrect.
charge station's online.
Someone is luring us and we're playing right into it like a bunch of amateurs. It's Bishop 2 all over again.
Unless you have something useful to add, Alana, please be quiet.
Thank you, Bishop. If we send him into that tower, we are signing his bloody death warrant. And for what?
For my daughter. What is there to discuss? You're going in, Bishop, because it's what we pay you to do.
I understand your repeated and numerous frustrations, both of you. I really do.
But Rook 3 is correct, except he goes in because
The
I say
energy
he
charge
goes
station in Mission Ops is now operational.
Voice and image analysis have confirmed that their leader is in fact Osama bin Laden's son. Here is his statement of their demands, as passed to us by British authorities. I'll let it speak for itself.
الله أكبر والعزة لله. لقد أرسلنا نحن هنا في مهمة جهادية مقدسة لوضع حد للخيانة والخداع الذي يمارسه الغرب على شعوبنا. فقد وصلتنا بحمد الله وعونه معلومات عن نظام إيصال للسلاح الكيميائي VXY الذي يتم تطويره على منشآت مبنية فوق أراضينا نحن لقتل ملايين المسلمين حتى على الرغم من توقيع اتحاد
Hangar charge stations online.
على معاهدة حظر أسلحة الدمار الشامل. المجموعة التي تم القبض عليها هم مهندسو وفنيي هذا المشروع الاستعماري للاتحاد، وهم شركاء في الجريمة أيضا. اتبعوا تعليماتنا ونفذوا طلبنا لنفرج عنهم، وإن تجاهلتم طلباتنا سوف نذيقهم غضب الله الشديد. الله أكبر.
Wow. A VXY delivery system, a holy crusade, NAU conspiracies are suffering the wrath of God? And when did people start becoming infidels again?
For all intent and purpose, bin Laden and the men fighting for him should not exist.
We also have no idea why they believe a VXY delivery system is being developed on site, and this makes them highly dangerous. Clearly,
The lounge
disinformation
charge
is
station's
involved.
online.
But the threat is real.
So, if it's not a weapon, can we assume someone else let them into the tower for another reason? To lure us would be my first guess.
Maybe. These sons of bitches are just stupid and have bad information.
I'm only exploring all possibilities.
It sounds to me like you're only running your mouth and clouding the issue.
I didn't say anything.
Wait for it.
Kay, look. I'm not about to take this bureaucrat's high-handed garbage for an entire mission.
Relax, Boyle.
Alana, you need to accept the situation and let us move forward. Right
The
now.
galley charge station's online.
I'm sorry. Again. I guess I haven't exactly been looking forward to this visit with my dad. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about that anymore, do I?
Oh, you're making me cry.
Alana, don't
just don't.
Thank you, Night 15. British police, of course, have been explaining to this Bin Laden how ridiculous his claim is. To no avail. It is time for action.
Bishop, I know this is your first real mission, but I want the terrorists subdued and the hostages rescued, by the numbers. This means following your knight's instructions to the letter.
Okay, the barracks is next. Get there for some energy charge and goodness.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's alright, Seeker. I think you'll find yourself a natural at this. Just keep your head down and avoid getting shot in the head.
Night 15, I will leave the remaining details in your capable hands.
Good luck, everyone.
And I've got some catching up to do. I'll see y'all at Mission Star.
All right. So, we've only got a few minutes till drop time. Rooks, I want you to start prepping by studying schematics and all the other background data that's been supplied to us. I'll be in my office doing the same.
The galley charge station's online. Boss. Kirill is awake and he's asking for the Bishop. Well, he's actually having a bit of a fit.
Bishop, maybe before you head over to the hangar bay, you could go and speak to him in the brig. You may as well see what you can find out. Just make sure you have enough time to gear up in the hangar bay before it's time to jump.
Okay, the barracks is next. Get there for some energy charge and goodness.
No grand plan, no celestial governance, and worst of all for you, your god is nowhere to be found.
You haven't seen the things I have.
Enlighten us then. What have you seen?
The Guardian of Wisdom is here, on Earth. Many of them have returned in anticipation of the prophecy fulfillment. They are here, waiting. Wisdom showed me what was to come. Wisdom brought me into the great abyss of time, and through the ancestors' light, I saw mass atrocities committed by Bishop 6 here and his crew.
It sounds to me like someone
The lounge
fed
charge
you
station's online.
LSD-soaked baby food, and then proceeded to fill your simple mind with lies.
I thought you were an enemy of the Consortium. Why do you fight me?
If there's one thing I hate more than the Consortium and its king, is a traitor to their own people. You are less than scum.
I am not a traitor. I swore allegiance long before the king existed. Before he was even an idea in Shelter's head. I was never part of the Consortium, nor the Guardian Church, if you are wondering. They are both lies.
You've got my attention. Try not to lose it.
They are both puppet organizations. False teeth for a far more powerful entity that controls us all.
Hangar Bay charge station's online.
Not mean, K1.
And so, you actually know who this more powerful entity is. Tell me.
Now you want to hear what I have to say. Forget it.
You don't even know who they are, do you?
You don't deserve the truth. You were given every advantage to destroy this plane, and yet you still failed.
I was only hired to end one life, not their whole crew. It would be like blowing up a bus full of school children. And the bishop should have fallen with ease. Instead, he fought like he could anticipate our every move. We barely stood a chance.
You barely stood at all. And you were hired to protect the lives of every man, woman, and child in London. Kill the bishop. Crew expendable.
You cold, demented woman. I do not count lives against lives. It's about
The energy
honor.
charge station in Mission Ops is now operational.
You really believe this destiny nonsense, don't you?
This is no wonder they chose you.
What do you want?
Am I getting under your skin, pawn? Ha! Consortium justice is known to be, how do you say it, short-lived.
You should be worried, because we're not landing in Ireland, are we, Bishop? How does London sound to you, Angelo? But don't worry, Angelo. You're still going to die in that cage before
The
this
galley
plane
charge station's
ever
online.
touches ground.
I think I would rather die in this cage than be handed over to the London police. They have a knack for making people they do not like disappear.
His people were caught smuggling marijuana into London. I read about it a couple of years ago. Not very dramatic.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get anything into London? I took it as a personal challenge. The mission was to organize the transport of 2,000 pounds of Canadian pot from St. John's, Newfoundland to the southern wall of London. Succeed, and collect many millions of dollars. Fail, and a few of my men go to prison. The plane barely got as far as Plymouth.
Hangar Bay charge station's online.
I do not feel fear, but being locked up in a hole for the rest of my life would prove to be bad for business. I think most of the world would agree with you, but London's been the same for 20 years. If it works, don't fix it.
And London will of course be no more if the Bishop lands on the Churchill Tower roof. Yes. You are so far in.
Okay, the barracks is next.
I wonder if
Get
he
there
calls
for some
himself
energy
the
charging
Guardian of
goodness.
Wisdom. Is anyone else picturing a wirehead in his mother's basement?
To prepare us for something. Something marvelous. I can't even describe it. It's a feeling they have given me. A premonition. The Churchill Tower will be ground zero to a spiritual revolution. Praise God!
I do not like the sound of that.
So, they did drug her. Do you not see what is happening here, Bishop? This one here leads you to that tower by telling you not to go, where they will then not hesitate to detonate the entire power facility.
The lounge charge station's online.
Do you really believe it holds merely a power facility? Or that it's some kind of weapon system? Tell me, who do you think owns the hotel they are building above the facility?
I know the answer to that. It's David Shelter. One of his subsidiaries owns the hotel, and it seems his Worldview Industries partly owns the power facility. Blimey, what does that even mean?
He could be. His disappearance is suspect in itself. A man like that doesn't disappear unless he wants to. One theory is that he realized his mistake in building the king, and has set out to make it right.
I've heard that one. I've also heard that he is dead.
The energy charge station in Mission Ops is now operational.
Obsidian.
There's also the one that says he is living and working on a top-secret project of some kind. Something even bigger than the king.
If either of you care, I've said all I'm going to say. They'll come. And when they do, they'll have to spare me. God help me. I did what he told me. Maybe he meant for me to fail this time. Maybe I'll be given another chance. Maybe I can still kill the bishop after all!
Shut up! After you say...
The lounge charge station's online.
It really hurts my feelings when you in fact do not stop speaking.
God will protect me. I know he will. He must.
God is dead. Your other church killed him.
Blasphemous bastard!
Well, isn't she just a whole pile of fun? Just so we are clear, I do not like you very much. But I may need you before this day is done. So if I tell you what I know, the truth, what do I get in return?
Use his family. He's got a wife named Ivana and an 8-year-old daughter named Liliana. Both are hiding out in Varna City.
The galley charge station's online.
What about them? They are safely locked away. Tell me the truth.
Okay, the barracks is next. Get there for some energy charge and goodness.
What is this about my family? Be very careful what you say next. Do the officers on your CMC know where my family is? My wife and child? Please, be honest. Where in Varna are they located? If you know, you must tell me.
If you really want to do this, they're in a warehouse off the east end of Primorsky Park. What's left of it, anyway.
If your king knows where they are, then so do the people that I have failed. My family is already dead. I resign to my fate, Bishop. And I am prepared to die as your enemy. You deserve what is coming.
Okay, the barracks is next. Get there for some energy charge and goodness.
Be very careful what you say next. Do the officers on your CMC know where my family is? My wife and child? Please, be honest. If the king does not know where they are, then perhaps those I have failed are also blind. It is the best I can hope for. Why not? I suppose there is nothing you can truly offer me. So first, do you know of Stroman Industries? They are my employer, and they supplied all of my equipment. Secondly, there is no invisible enemy trying to kill you. I only wanted to scare your knight a little. Revenge for letting
the energy charge station in Mission Ops is now operational.
That was too easy. He's lying. Ask him why Stroman would do it. We had no dispute with them.
Zenlil. They want Zenlil, not you. To prove that not even the Consortium can stop them from dominating the globe, using orbit as their staging ground.
What? Stroman and world domination? Why am I even thinking this? Obviously he's wrong. I truly hope you're not listening to him.
The galley charge station's online.
True. But what you do not know is that they are still in dispute with global industries. In fact, the war in orbit is stronger than ever. Only nobody knows about it.
Nobody knows except Kirill Angelov, of course. James Lensworth, Rook 3, helped in the signing of a peace treaty only a few weeks ago. Angelov is pulling your chain.
Believe me or not, this is not my problem. It is the truth. I resign to my fate, Bishop. And I am prepared to
Hangar
die
Bay charge station's
as your
online.
enemy. You deserve what is coming.
That man never ceases to amaze me. And don't let him bother you. He's just frightened because the moment we land, he'll be going to prison for a very, very long time. Now, get yourself to the hangar bay and prepare for your jump.
Bishop, come get what you're here for. It's all set to go. Just plug yourself in here and stock up. Once you choose, there's no going back until you return to Zenlin. Oh, and make sure to grab a free fall suit, or you're not going anywhere. So, Bishop, once you're sure you have what you want, let me know and we'll get you off this boat.
The galley charge station's online. The energy charge station in Mission Ops is now operational.
I'm not giving the go-ahead on the door with you still wearing a BUS. Put a free fall suit on. So, Bishop, once you're sure you have what you want, let me know and we'll get you off this boat.
The lounge charge station's online.
So, Bishop, once you're sure you have what you want, let me know and we'll get you off this boat. So, Bishop, once you're sure you have what you want, let me know and we'll get you off this boat. So, are you ready yet? Good. Okay, sir. He's stocked up and ready to break heads.
We're already in a circling pattern around the Churchill Tower. Open the hangar bay door and wait for Wade's order.
Bishop, be careful and avoid getting
Okay, the
shot.
barracks is
I don't
next.
wish to see
Get
you
there
in
for
the
some
med bay
energy
once this is
charge and
over.
goodness. We're in position. Holding just above monster turbulence from the storm. I should be able to keep it steady for your jump.
All right, Bishop. It really only looks worse than it is. Your free fall suit will do most of the work for you.
Good luck down there, B. We'll keep you coming from up here. You've got nothing to worry about.
If I can have everyone's attention for a minute, I wanted to say a few quick words before we get down to business.
Oh, it's speech time again.
Yes, Wade, it is. There is no question that we have all been put to the ultimate test today, and in my mind, we have so far succeeded brilliantly. The King is asking for our blind trust and patience with this Churchill Tower debacle, and I, for one, am ready to give it to him. Now, we may not all agree with our new bishop's position here with us. In fact, some of you even believe he is to blame for all our troubles. But the fact is, he has gotten us this far, and he is a consortium bishop. He is one of ours, and I, for one, refuse to point fingers and throw blame around.
Well, folks, it's almost Christmas. Now the children are eagerly awaiting the Seeker's arrival. Throughout most of the UK, it will be all officers to mission operations, followed by 20 centimeters of snow. Here at home, we're facing one hell of a storm front.
Prepare for the Mars Project.
Early this morning at the point of Fluidstone, 21 workers were found dead in a cargo container ship. The ship had initiated auto-docking procedures, and
Lights.
emergency personnel on site reported
Much
finding
better.
no survivors
Not
aboard.
so sorry to wake you,
21
Bishop. Much better.
dead. Nothing further, including cause of death and origin of the vessel, had been released.
You guys see that?
That one was a little close, but you have nothing to worry about.
Step over here and go down. I'll run a full body scan, just to be sure.
Okay, now what the hell was that? 2 near hits in a row. I'm running a diagnostic.
That was not a random strike.
The bishop's vitals are fluctuating.
Oh my god. His suit.
6. Get to Bishop 8's cabin. When you're ready, hit the lock and Wade will open it remotely. Hurry!
After you.
I'm detecting conductive elements in the Bishop's freefall suit. Paul 32 must have reprogrammed the damn CCU output.
Just hang in there. I'm not about to lose you after everything we've been through today.
So, are you ready yet?
And hey, Bishop. Thanks for saving my life. I just can't believe he's dead. Farewell, my lord. I wonder what it was like for authors.
My name is David Benedict.
Well now, are you the television?